How's that, huh? What about that for an intro? Nothing like it, nothing like it. Welcome back, guys. This is GVS. I cover all things sports. Let's hop into it here. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. How's it going, chat? How's it going? Let's get this moved over here. Close out of some things. Let's get some things queued up a little bit. Look at that transition. That was a lot smoother than earlier today. My goodness, we stumbled out of the gates last stream. But here we are. Hold on, where's my chat? Let me queue up my chat here. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the show. Like I said, I'm GVS. I'm covering all things sports. We got a lot to talk about tonight because we had our first day of divisional round playoff action. Kansas City, they're moving on to their 7th straight AFC title game. Kelce and the Chiefs, they turn back the clock just a little bit. Washington, for the first time in 30 some odd years, they move on to the NFC Championship game for the first time since the 91 season against, wouldn't you know, the Lions. So, yeah, let's get into it. We're going to talk about sports, obviously, duh. And then I'm going to talk about the games. And then my thoughts on both the games. We'll go in order of games that were played. We'll first talk about the Texans versus Chiefs game. Then we'll talk about the Detroit game. And then we'll cover everything else, like from baseball to college men's basketball, because it's a Saturday. And there's probably a lot of stuff that happened today. But I'm going to be honest, I missed half of it because I was streaming to you guys. And we were watching the games. So let's hop into it. Damn, we already got a couple people watching. How we doing? Hello, chat. Hello. All right, let's go back over here. All right, so, Chiefs advance to their 7th straight AFC Championship game. 8 sacks, the second most in a playoff game in franchise history. They were one away from having a 5-team tie with the Rams from the other night against the Vikings, another Purple People Eater team from back in the 60s, and I can't remember who the other two team were. Like, they were making a big deal about it in the Rams game, but anyways, okay, let me turn off the TV. Everything's off, okay, But how we doing? Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is let's talk about the Chiefs game. My initial thoughts on this game was, a lot of people are talking about, like everybody's going around talking about how the Chiefs were, gifted one by the refs again and Texans got hosed. I think to some degree, yes, but the reality of the fact is that, we talked about it. You sub CJ Stroud out there at the very end of the game. You don't go for it on 4th down. You end up kicking the field goal, and the field goal's blocked. So you got to live with that one, Texans fans. You know what I mean? Because you had the shot, you had the chance to, okay, we take a timeout here, we get Davis Mills, we get his arm warmed up, go for it on 4th down. Who knows what happens? They just don't do it. Some game summaries that I still have written down. You have the aggressive 4th down that went absolutely nowhere. It's not like there were any crazy turnovers or any holding penalties. Just Kansas City Andy Reid simply outcoached DeMeco Ryans there at the very end of the game. Was the helmet to helmet on Will Anderson at the very beginning of the game bullshit? Absolutely. Was the helmet to helmet when two guys ran into each other that had everybody talking? Even, JJ Watt saying, come on, ref, they hit each other. Was that bullshit? Yes, but there were no points off of that drive. So there's a difference between, okay, you got hosed and then they score a touchdown versus, okay, they got hosed, but they ended up just turning the ball over on downs. So it is what it is. But I think the Texans, let's look at who they've lost to the past 2 seasons. The 1 seed. They've lost to the 1 seed in both back-to-back seasons. Last year was the Ravens with MVP Lamar Jackson. This year it is with the Chiefs, the 15-2 Chiefs. I think you can kind of gauge now where the Texans are at as a franchise where, okay, we see how good we are. We see where we can improve. We see where we come up a little short. And I would say offensive line. Yes, you're missing. Nico Collins was playing in this game, but he missed significant time in the season, which is why they were kind of a lock for the 4 seed since like week 9, because nobody else in the AFC South was going to go for it, but they weren't going to win enough games to try to get the 2 seed or the 3 seed and try to take it over the Bills in the East or the Ravens in the North. So, I mean, the 4 seed was kind of granted. And I'm going to set in stone, write it on the wall, that unless the Jaguars magically turn shit around, guess what? We're going to be back here in exactly a year from now. And the difference might be it's the Texans playing the Bills or the Texans playing the Ravens again in the divisional round, because Kansas City probably, no, let's be honest, Kansas City's probably going to get the number 1 seed next year. So if nothing changes, if they don't fix the offensive line, guess what? We're going to be here in a year from now. And guess what? It's going to be the 1 against the 4 again. And guess what? The Chiefs are going to get another win. Travis Kelce's going to turn back the clock again. And look at this. Kansas City is going to their 8th straight AFC Championship game, hosting 7 of the last 8. So, crazy shit. Just crazy freaking shit going on right now. Which is pretty impressive, because I know the Patriots went to a lot in a row. Sometimes they went back and forth. Sometimes Brady and Manning traded off, hey, we're going to be in Mile High this year. Let's go to Foxborough next year. So I hope next week's a damn good game. All right, here we go. But my initial thoughts on this game was, I mean, I think the ref and the officiating was a little bullshit there at the beginning of the game. But when the game settled into itself, I think the aggressiveness of the Texans is what ended up costing them the game. And their defense couldn't get a stop. And when they did get a stop, the offense couldn't turn around and do anything with it. I put that on the lack of just experience with C.J. Stroud, play calling, aggressiveness on the coach, because it goes hand in hand, because where C.J. Stroud lacked in this game, that's where Jaden Daniels exploded and made up in his own personal game. But again, these are comparing 2 different games. One was a high-scoring shootout that ended up turning into a blowout, and this other one was a defensive affair, because both offenses were meh. Like, statistically, the Chiefs don't wow you on offense like they have in years past. This has statistically been the Chiefs' worst season. Mahomes' worst season. Like we've talked about in a few handful of streams, like, I don't think Mahomes is going to touch 50 touchdowns any day soon, even if they add an 18th game, because guess what? He's not going to be playing in week 17 and 18 because he's going to rest, because guess what? They clinched the 1 seed like in week 16 or some bullshit like that. But that's a story for another time on if the NFL decides to do that many games. All right, let's chat is I feel like the music might be a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay, but I'm talking about Kelce. I'm talking about the Chiefs. We're talking about them going to their 7th straight. I looked at the stats during the stream, and I did a little bit of a stat breakdown where I'm like, Kelce, this has to be his biggest game of the season. It was. Dude had 3 touchdowns. He's shy of 1,000 yards. This was a breakout game. This was one of his best games. I wouldn't say best games of his career. The best Travis Kelce game of his career, I gotta say, was probably that Sunday Night Football game way back in probably 2015, where he had a lead block on a Tyreek Hill touchdown. There was also the walk-off winner against the Chargers back in 21. Like, there have been some damn good. And not only the touchdown against the Bills back in the 22 divisional round. So, like, there's been some damn good classics by Travis Kelce. I'd put this one up there, but it's not top 10, which maybe there might be a top 10 list coming up here one day of, hey, here's my thoughts on Travis Kelce's top 10 playoff performances or something like that. But back to it. The task at hand, though, is statistically one of his best games was the Steeler game when he broke Tony Gonzalez's record. He had a touchdown in that one, his 3rd of the season, which is really bad, all things considered, because of how good he is. But turn the clock back a little bit. I don't know who the hell the defensive coordinator is for the Texans. They got to get on LinkedIn or Indeed, because his ass is out of a job, because how the hell do you leave Travis Kelce open on how many plays that they did? Because there were the one that I'm thinking of was that like 30, 40 something yarder where he's just sitting right there on the Kansas City logo, just middle of the field. Nobody's within 10 yards of him, and it's like, this was just a simple slip screen. This was like, okay, go 5 yards and turn around. Nobody's guarding him. Now, this is all scripted. It's like, great story performance here, but I mean, even if he's not having his best season, you got to have at least 2 on 87 at all times. Look what happened. He just rips up your defense. He's the leading receiver. He has over 100 yards. Kansas City's going on, and they're playing another game. So there's that. C.J. Stroud, like I said, I think he played fine. The worst, he's definitely not the worst quarterback today. The worst quarterback today went to Jared Goff. I would say comparing the games, they can't even be compared. Like this Washington-Detroit one set records. This other one was kind of, it is what it is. But moving on now. So yeah, the Kansas City's, they're going to win. It is what it is. I mean, shit. Like, truthfully, the only team that I think could maybe give them a run for their money, maybe the Bengals, but I don't know. Bengals would have had to get through the Bills and then the 7th seed versus the 1 seed. Like, I truthfully do think that if the Bengals did make the playoffs, upset the Bills, it's like they upset the Bills, they upset the Chiefs, and then they upset the Ravens. But again, that playoff run would be greater than, Eli Manning's Giants runs in the years past. But again, that's never going to happen because, look, they didn't make the playoffs. That's just me living in a delusional world where it's like, the Bengals, they're so good. No, they're not good. Their defense sucked. There's a reason why they stayed home. Okay, now let's talk about the Lions game. I'm pretty freaking nervous that we just watched Washington's turnaround and all their playoff woes, all their everything gone. Where Washington is now what Detroit is. Washington is now what the Bengals, Bills, Ravens hope to be. Where our team was our team was mediocre. We had good years, like few and far between, and then we were ass the rest of the time. That doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon because look at what Washington has freaking done with a rookie quarterback. No offense to Jaden Daniels, but like rookies aren't supposed to do this. Like the new blueprint now is the Mahomes route where you sit behind a guy for a year and a half, and then you go from there. If you get lucky, you get lucky. To see how much he's turned Washington around, C.J. Stroud last year, to see how much he turns the Texans around in just a year. Like, the lottery pick ended up working because look at them now. They're freaking in the NFC Championship game for the first time since 1991. Whoever thought it was a good idea to go draft him, get that man a raise. Man, woman, whoever thought it was a good idea to go draft him, give them a raise. Because I would have been on the Michael Penix train. I would have been on the Bo Nix train. I would have been on, like, personally, yeah, I'll take this on the chin. I didn't think Jaden Daniels should have won the Heisman. I thought it should have gone to the winner of the Pac-12 championship game between Bo Nix and Michael Penix. Washington ended up winning that game, so I was like, you got to give it to Michael Penix. He's statistically, he might be, 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns behind Jaden Daniels, but he has bigger crucial wins. Him alone is why the Huskies were where they are and how far they got. Like, there are just so many other stats that I felt at the time. I was like, okay, Michael Penix is a better quarterback. He should be drafted higher, blah, blah, all this and that. Makes me look like an idiot because look who's having success and look at who's sitting in the offseason going, damn, I was in the same draft class as that dude. So, yeah, rookie quarterbacks, whether it's Daniels, Bo Nix. I mean, the future, C.J. Stroud, I've already written off Bryce Young, but like the future of the NFL somewhat looks like it's in good hands. We'll just have to see. But no, Washington was able to get it done tonight. They absolutely embarrassed the Lions on home field. I mean, Jameson Williams, he had his big touchdown. Then McLaurin, they strike back. The biggest takeaway, I would say, and we know this, 5 takeaways for Washington's defense. How do you turn the ball over 5 freaking times? Now the last one, kind of like Dan Campbell said in his press conference, was kind of a throwaway one. But what's Jameson Williams doing? Throwing the ball. Throwing the... Ooh. Ooh. That Sprite was a little sparkly there. Ooh. But what's Jameson Williams doing forcing the ball? The other one is, not only that, but dude, Goff with that pick 6, taking it to the house. I feel like there was another bad one. Oh yeah, the one that he airmailed to Arnold. Oh no, or was that the pick 6? I don't know. There was just so many damn, like, yeah, there were so many freaking turnovers, man. It was ridiculous. The point margin swing of turnovers, because if there isn't turnovers, the Lions do win this game, because the math and the stats of points off the turnover is what ended up being the killer, because Robinson had 2 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels had 2 touchdowns through the air. McLaurin caught one of them. So, like, there was that swing, and the stats speak for themselves, which is freaking crazy. What's sad to see, though, was just the post-game reaction from... Because I kept Sports Center rolling. I kept my TV on. Dude, you could tell that, like, this one's going to hurt in Detroit for a while, because, like, everybody was thinking Super Bowl, odds-on favorite, where they were the favorites to win the Super Bowl. So whoever the hell, whatever lucky Washington fan out there, put money on, I want to bet $100 that the, Washington makes it to the NFC Championship game. Bro, I want to see how much money you made, because it's like, nobody would have expected that. And what are the odds? Like, I want to see the preseason. Let's do preseason odds. Let me pull it up right now. I want to see preseason odds, NFL. Let's look at preseason odds. Okay, so for every $100 you bet, you get $15,000 in return. Holy shit. So if Washington wins the Super Bowl, for every Washington fan out there, because it's plus 1,500, and I think, yeah, you give 100, this is what you get back. For every $100 you put in for Kansas City, you get 500 back. Which, well, I think that's how those odds work. Carolina Panthers at 25,000. New England Patriots at 30,000. So yeah, the odds are plus 15,000. I think that's how that works. If I'm wrong, then hell yeah, I'm probably wrong. But yeah, in the preseason, if y'all were to have put, $100 on Washington winning the Super Bowl, dude, payday's right around the corner. Hold on for a little bit longer. Payday's around the corner. All right. So yeah, Washington, they got an impressive win. You can tell the guys are hurting, and this one's going to suck for a while, because, like, just to hear Dan Campbell's post-game reaction, like, it's sad. It's like a grown-ass man crying about football, and it's like, it makes you feel bad. You know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, because they should have freaking had it. They're the 1 seed, most wins in franchise history. They're second to the Packers, because my Packers back in 2011, we did the same damn thing. We went 15-1. Matt Flynn, he was the one, he threw 6 touchdowns in our last game against the Lions. Joked it in the divisional against New York. And I think then New York lost to, the 49ers. I think this was Super Bowl 46, yeah, because we went 15-1 the year after we won the Super Bowl. Yes, because 45 was Packers Steelers, 46 was Giants Patriots. So yes, that was the season the Packers went 15-1, lost in the divisional round to the Giants, and then the Giants beat Did the Giants beat the Falcons? Giants either beat the Falcons or the 49ers. Was that the muffed punt? I think that was the muffed punt year for San Fran, because this was still, before Levi's Stadium was everything, this was still at Candlestick, I think. Couldn't tell you who muffed the punt off the top of my head. All I know is that there was one year where, I think this was also the year before Alex Smith came in. I mean, not Smith, Kaepernick. So, yeah, I'm thinking. And then I think Giants had like a walk-off field goal. Dude, I don't know. Like, there are some football shit that I know, and then there's others where it's like, dude, I don't know. Freaking look it up. But, yeah. So if you are and then to make it an even dog pile on the joke a little more, if you're in the NFC North, whether you're the 1 seed or whether you've won most of your games in franchise record, you ain't shit in the first round. Like, for the Vikings, Lions, and Packers to hold that record, it's like, just seems fitting. Where, yeah. All right. Anything else? We can't do any preview for the NFC or AFC championship game because both these teams still need to play tomorrow. Eagles and Rams, still leaning with the Rams. Would love to see a Rams versus Washington. Because if we see the Eagles play Washington, the Eagles have beaten Washington. Like, I don't want to see a rematch because it's like, oh, brother, here we go. A divisional snooze fest. But who knows? It could be a damn good game. They got to be the road team either way. They haven't earned home field because they're the 6th seed. Excuse me. And then Ravens, Bills tomorrow. Still leaning with the Bills. On that one. I have an edit that I'm still making, chopping it up right now. So stay tuned for that. You guys are going to like it. I'm going to put it in my shorts, so be sure to like or sub, whatever you want. So when you get that notification or whatever tomorrow, you'll see the short that I'm making. I'm making a short. It's pretty cool. At least I think it's cool. But yeah, we got a big collision course waiting. And hopefully it's the game of the year. You know what I mean? Like Lamar, Josh Allen. Who's going to win the MVP? Number 2, number 3. Like, the game seems so much more intriguing than the Texans versus Chiefs one, because the Texans versus Chiefs on paper, we knew who was going to win. We were just kind of living in denial, like, okay, maybe the Texans could win. I don't know. All right. So, those are all my thoughts on NFL action. Let's go now to, let's see, we've been streaming for a couple minutes. Here's our transition over, guys. If you're enjoying what you're watching, be sure to hit that like button. Let's go around the league. And by around the league, I mean around all the leagues. What should we start with first? Should we do this alphabetically, where we start with the MLB, then we go NBA, then NHL, then college football, then college basketball? Like what? Chat, let me look at the chat. What should we do first? Oh my gosh, where the hell is the chat going? How about them Irish? No, I agree. How about them frickin' Irish? Oh, yeah, sure. Let's start. Okay, all right. Let's start with college football. Here, let's go first. First things first. All right. Let's talk about college football. Any crazy news going around? Oh, Steve Sarkisian lands new 7-year deal at Texas. God damn it. So Texas isn't winning the national championship for another 7 years. Sorry, Arch Manning, you might as well hit the transfer portal. You're not winning the Natty. Okay, Wisconsin alleges Miami tampered in defensive backs transfer. Xavier Lucas. Wait. So Xavier Lucas probably played for Wisconsin, and then they hit the transfer portal to go to Miami. I can see that. I can see a little bit of tampering because, again, these college athletes, they leave their DMs open the whole season. Yeah, cornerback Lucas leaves University of Wisconsin for Miami, bypasses the transfer portal. I think, again, there's got to be some, because we're in January, the season's over for both Miami and Wisconsin. There's got to be some guidelines, because transfer portal's technically closed. Because remember, LeBeau, the backup for Penn State, he had to leave. He had to hit the transfer portal and leave so he could be registered in classes come the new semester. And that's why he couldn't be with his guys in the playoffs when they played, Boise State, and then when they played Notre Dame. So it's like, where's the double standard here? We have a backup quarterback where if Sean Clifford's long gone, Drew Allard. So if Drew Allard goes down, and we have to put our third string in, where's the double standard of that? Where this, Xavier Lucas, Wisconsin didn't make Wisconsin made a bowl game. Hold on, let me double check. Wisconsin football. Bowl game, let's see their bowl game. Oh, so they didn't make a bowl game this year. No. So Miami went to the Pop-Tart Bowl, which was played a couple weeks ago, but Wisconsin's season was over at the end of November. So it's like Xavier should have already been in the portal. If my math is mathing correctly here. I don't know. But there's this long ass... I am not reading this article. I read all that. Not gonna read that shit. I'm just gonna throw whatever at the wall and be like, yep, my opinion's right, you're wrong. I'm teasing. Okay. The athletic director, Irish prefer independence over vying for bye. Yeah, no. Well, plus Notre Dame is such a historic program anyways. It'd be dumb to put Notre Dame in a conference, and if they are gonna go to a conference, they just do what they did in 2020, because their basketball plays in the ACC, their softball, every other sport that isn't football for Notre Dame plays in the ACC. They would just go to the ACC. That's what they did in 2020 when they had to make up a conference. They went to the ACC championship game against Clemson. Everybody must have forgotten about that. Okay, Notre Dame has watched a lot of film on OSU's loss to University. Yeah, that's how Notre Dame's going to be Ohio State. All they got to do is on that gold helmet, just put the Michigan stripes. College football title game tickets surge. How much do you think an average ticket price is? Hold on, let me look up on SeatGeek. Doubt it's sold out yet. Like, there's no way. National championship game. Notre Dame. Let me look. Okay. So, how many tickets? Holy shit. Who the hell is going to pay $120,000 for a suite ticket? No way. Kiss my ass. No way. No shot in hell anybody's paying that. $94,000 for a suite ticket? Get out of here. Are you high? Okay, $2,700. That seems a little bit more reasonable. Lower bowl, look at this. Row 2, section 106. So we're on Notre Dame's side of the field, but we're at the 10-yard line on the east side. Like if we're looking aerial view, northeast, southwest. East side, about 10-yard line. Row 2, $5,300. You can go up one row, but pay $3,000 or $2,000 more dollars with an $8,000 ticket or a $7,000 ticket. 50-yard line, row 10, $15,000. Shit, this money just makes me sick. I say, who the hell? Me. If I had freaking money, you know your ass, I'd go to this game. But like again, like who the hell has money to spend? What's the cheapest ticket here? $2,400. The cheapest ticket is a $2,400 ticket, and it's the nosebleeds. We're section 349, back row, like back row. Yeah. So we're upper bowl, corner, east corner. So like we're looking at the corner diagonal end zone. And we're 200 yards away from the field. Because, I mean, I've been to State Farm Stadium where the Cardinals play, and I had nosebleeds to the Cardinals versus Ravens game when Lamar Jackson came into town and ripped apart the off defense. But those tickets were far away. Mercedes-Benz is a bigger stadium, like about a mile away. Okay, anyways, so about $2,000. Okay, that makes sense. I did see that the divisional game, like the Ford Field. Something went wrong. Okay, yeah. Well, it's a past event, so ticket prices don't load on past events. But like I saw, like some nosebleeds for that. Like I was seeing 18,000, 20,000, and it's like, could you imagine having spent 18,000 on this game and watching your team get, just blitzed out of the building? Shit. That's another big step. Washington did not give up a sack. Washington did not give up a sack. Texans gave up all the sacks for both games. So yeah. Get someone on the offensive line or something, because my gosh. Texans played like ass. Okay. Back to it. Okay, let's look at other articles. USC adds Rob Ryan to staff as linebacker coach. Okay, whatever. Then ESPN Plus predicting 68 starting quarterbacks for the 2025 season. We'll probably come back to that one. Walker, Scatabo, Hunter, Carter, and more. The best at every position. ESPN's All-America team. Oh, now you want to give some love to Scatabo. Get out of here. The best transfer quarterback fits ranking from 1 to 15. Why Miller Moss could thrive at Louisville. I don't know. Dude kind of regressed over the course of the season. Okay, let's go to the MLB. Let's look at some MLB stews. Oh, yeah, I did see that. That Roki Sasaki, he signed with the Dodgers, so apparently put an early bid in. Dodgers are probably going back to back. They're not going to, but I guess the only baseball team that exists outside of America is the Dodgers because of Shohei, which can't hate on that. That's a business move right there. Okay, Inspire. Nothing much. Just Sasaki. He's the biggest news because the Blue Jays get a $2 million pool space trade with the car. It's just money. They're just throwing money around. They're not throwing players around. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the NBA. All right. Updated top 100 rankings from the 2025 NBA draft. Who's rising and falling? Well, I'll tell you right now that Cooper Flagg is going to be the number one pick. Even over the guy that BYU just bought. Celtics blow lead late. Hawks win heated overtime period. Okay, let's look at this one. Celtics blow lead late. Hawks win heated overtime period. Of course, that game went down to the wire. See, what's up with these games that go down to the wire? Like 119, 115? Like, Trae Young led Atlanta with 28 points, 12 assists. Okay, Jaylen Brown had 24, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford were not playing tonight. Okay, put that in. Hey, look at this stat here. Warriors, Draymond Green got injured. Okay. Jimmy Butler returns says, of heat drama. We are where we are. Jimmy Butler addresses the media following the 7-game suspension from the Heat. We are where we are. I guess it's basketball at this point, Butler said, after scoring 18 points in 33 minutes in a 133-113 loss to the Denver Nuggets. Some things never change. I know what I'm expected to do while I'm here and try to do that to the best of my ability, but we are where we are, meaning like I'm going to take it as relationships already been damaged to a point where they probably still said F you to each other and he's leaving, like he's not staying. I would love to see Jimmy Butler stay, but he said he wants to go to the Suns. T-Wolves might try to buy him out. Dallas might try to buy him out. Get a package, some trades together, send him off to the Warriors. Like we're just on borrowed time right now. As a Miami fan, we are on borrowed time. Okay. Any other big news coming out of the Morant misses 18th game. So he is out of the awards. He won't be eligible to win any awards. And then okay. All right, let's look at some of the scores around 5 NBA players most likely to be traded on the new $5 billion. The league's worth $5 billion? Okay. Yeah, I can buy that. That's pocket change. I got that right now. I'm teasing. Here we go. All right, here comes the scores. All right, let's look at some of the scores tonight. All right, again, I don't have all this memorized. I'm just staring at my screen as we do this one. But here we go. Okay, so the Warriors beat the Wizards to improve over 500, 122-114. Suns get it done against the Pistons by 4, 125-121. Kevin Durant. How many points did KD have? KD's on the thumbnail. Let's see how many points he had tonight. In 38 minutes, he had 36 points. Okay. All right, the Hawks. Yep. Trae Young. It will squeak out the Celtics in overtime, 119-115. Pacers beat the 76ers, 115-102. The Cavaliers get back on track. They beat the Timberwolves, 124-117. So the Cavaliers, after getting a bit, absolutely smacked around by the Thunder last night, 134-114. They turn around. They beat the Timberwolves, trying to get back on track. They improved their record to 35-6. They're 15-5 on the road. I'll probably have to make a little note of that or something moving into the playoffs where it's like, hey, there are some teams that are really good on the road and really bad on the road. Like look at, for example, Timberwolves are 10-10 at home. So it's a scramble. You know what I mean? Like look at the T-Wolves now. They're 22-20. So not too scary, not too, ooh. Okay, the Rockets, they're 125-103 victory over the Trailblazers. They improved their record to 28-13. So let's look at the standings. Here we go. Are the Rockets still? Yep, Rockets are still the 2 seed. They're 6 games behind Oklahoma. Grizzlies are the 3. Nuggets are the 4. Clips are the 5. Lakers are the 6. 7 and 8 are filled up with the Mavericks and T-Wolves. The playing teams for the Kings and Warriors and the Suns are still the 11th seed. 13 games back. Yikes. Come on, guys. I'm not a Suns fan, but currently living, in AZ, it's like, yay, go home team, even though it's like, I could give a shit. Okay, Miami, they're 20-20. They're at 500 right now. They're 14.5 games behind. What does Miami have coming up? I got the Spurs next on the 19th. Well, that's tomorrow. That's mañana. Who else do they got? They got the Spurs in Portland, then Milwaukee. So we win 2, go to Milwaukee, maybe lose a close one. Dude, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? From Tony, move Bronny up. No, keep Bronny in the G League. I saw that one real quick. Okay, let's go back to ESPN.com. Nope, we are leaving Bronny in the G League. Okay, the NHL. Some of the top stories in the NHL. Penguins, Nedeljkovic. Yep, mobbed during celebration. He had a historic night. I do remember seeing that the other day because look at that. We finally get rid of Tristan Jarry and our team's kind of turning it around. I know there's more to it, but I mean, dude, Tristan Jarry's been just ass. I'm just going to be honest. Ass. He's been real ass. The 2 games, was it? No, it was Jarry. Jarry was playing when I saw the Penguins play. Holy shit, maybe it was today a year ago. Let me go to my camera roll. No way, it can't be. I thought it was like on the 20th. 22nd, okay. January 22nd. So 4 days. So we're almost a year. Holy shit. Almost a year to date. Shit. But yeah, when we went to... Just ran out the building by the Coyotes, 4-1, 4-2, who cares? But yeah, Tristan Jarry was really, he was not the guy. He was not the guy. He was never the guy. I don't know, dude. Like the Penguins, they're getting old, but also like, you can't just rely on, Sid and Gino, Malkin and Russ. They're going to get everything going. That's just 4 guys on a 26, 27 man roster. It's like, who else is... You see what I mean? Plus, you're only as good as your backstop. And if your goalie's straight up ass, it doesn't matter if you have McDavid, McKinnon, McCarr, Ovi, Matthews, Sid. It doesn't matter who's on your team. Like, if your goalie can't stop a flu, like... Your ass is grass. So, all right. But yeah, Nedeljkovic had a first goalie goal, which, fun fact, Tristan Jarry had the last goalie goal in the NHL. I think last year or the year before. So to have 2 back-to-back Penguin goalies have the goalie goals, it's pretty fun. But, I mean, I think for me personally, Tristan Jarry's clock was ticking after the blown series lead against the Islanders back in 2021. And then nail in the coffin would have been the Game 7 loss to the Rangers in the next playoff year. We have not been to the playoffs since we lost Game 7 back in 2022. He should have been gone. That's just me. That's just me. Let's read out what else. Islanders. TSY. Tsiplakov. Nah, that probably butchered the hell out of that. Suspended 3 games for his big hit. Who'd he hit? Islanders, Maxim Tsiplakov suspended 3 games for his high hit. Is it going to show a video? Nope. Just saying he got suspended. I didn't see the hit. I don't know. Ovi breaks another record, gets close to Gretzky's. What's the record that he broke? Oh, for the most goaltenders scored on. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Leaves Captain Tavares on IR, considered week to week. Okay, and then McDavid second on Oilers, points behind Gretzky. Yes, we did talk about that in the last hockey stream because hockey's been kind of going slow, but like no big things because we're still kind of in the middle of the season. Okay, all right, but today some Saturday action. Shit, I missed a Penguins Capitals game. Damn it. Damn it, I knew. Oh, damn, I had a... Holy shit, everybody and their dog played today. Well, it is Saturday. It is Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 games today. And I missed every single one of them. Okay, so the Lightning beat the Red Wings 5-1. Well, there goes all the Wings momentum right out the door. Penguins get throttled by the Capitals 4-1. 4-1. How many? I want to see the box score. Excuse me. Did Ovi have a goal tonight? Goals for Ovi? Nope. Assists? Nope. Shots? Only 2. Okay. Okay, 4-1 still. Okay, Flyers beat the Devils 3-1. Okay, Bruins lose to the Senators in a shootout. Hey, Linus Olmark, how you doing? A little bit of a revenge game. Well, hold on. Did Linus play in this game? Linus Olmark didn't even play in this game. It was Levy. Okay, never mind. But anyways, Sens get a win. What's the Senators' record? 23-18. Okay. Stars lose to the Avalanche 6-3. Okay, that's the Avalanche 4th win in a row. No, never mind. They lost to the Oilers. Yes, they blew the 3-0 lead to the Oilers last night. How the hell could I forget? Sorry. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, they lost that game the other night. Okay, 6-3. Panthers beat the Ducks 3-0 in a shootout. Officer Bob, were you on net today? Nope, Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight was the goalie tonight, so Bobrovsky was taking a break, a little breather after the loss the other day. Okay, Maple Leafs against the Canadiens 7-3. Shit, that's a touchdown. Who had some goals tonight for the Leafs? Okay, Kampf had 1. Lorentz had 1. Matthews, McMahon, Nylander, and Robertson. Okay. 7-3. That's a whooping up on them. Oh my gosh. And the Habs were up 3-0. There's probably context to this, because if it's 3-0 and then it's 3-2 headed into the third and there's 5 goals in the third period, I'm going to guess 2 of them are at least empty netters or something. Okay, Rangers and Blue Jackets. Rangers win in the shootout, 1-0. Trocheck, he's the one that won it in the shootout. Who did Shesterkin, was he on net tonight? Yep, Igor Shesterkin, 27 saves. You guys remember the playoffs last year when he had like 60-something saves? Freaking damn good game. It was fun watching the Rangers last playoff series, but this season, shit. They have been dog shit. And I was the one who, I'll say this all the way up until the playoffs, and even in the playoffs. My preseason pick, and I put my name on it. I had Stars versus Rangers in the Stanley Cup final. Okay, Flames versus Jets. Flames win 3-1. Jets, what the hell? How do you lose? Oh my gosh. So after winning 3 in a row against the Avs, Canucks, and Kraken, Jets drop an easy one versus the Flames on home ice, 3-1. Just wasn't their day, I guess. Was not their day. They were trailing 2-0 going into the third period. All right, Sharks and Islanders. Islanders get the win, 4-1, trying to improve their record to 18 wins now. Blackhawks, what the hell? How did the Blackhawks beat the Golden Knights? 5-3. Well, no way. This thing was tied. No, wait, 3? Wait. Oh, this thing was 4-3. This thing was 4-3 going into the third. Okay, so Blackhawks get the win. On Golden Knights, Predators, they beat the Wild. Again, look at the Predators. They'll lose to everybody under the sun, but the second they play a team that's above 500, someone that's leading their division, they just magically turn back the clock and they're like, look at us go. Like, look at this. They beat the Golden Knights. They beat the Hurricanes. They beat the Kings. They beat the Rangers. They beat the Stars. But then, like, other teams like, yeah, the Jets and the Capitals, they'll lose 5-2 or 4-1. But then here against the Wild, beat them 6-2. Blackhawks 3-2. Golden Knights 5-3. So they've won 3 in a row now. Let's see what they are in their last 10. Nope, back to it. NHL scores. How many more games do we got? Blues lose to Utah 4-2. Canucks, they beat the Oilers 3-2. Okay. I love when they wear those throwbacks. They brought the throwbacks back tonight. And then I did see this at the very end because when I went and got dinner, the Canucks-Oilers game was in the third period. But I saw the very last 2 seconds when the Kraken beat the Kings. So again, the Kraken, they're 20-24-3. But it's you beat the number 2 team in their division, the Kings. So it's Kings are number 2, I think, in their division. They're 3. They're 3 in the Pacific. Never mind. Okay, let's go to the standings. Washington's still number 1 in the East. Jets are number 1 in the West. Who is the best team in all the land? With 67 points, it is Washington. Point differential plus 50. Who else has a big point differential? Oh my gosh. Sharks minus 47. Yikes. That's not good. Okay, I want to look at Nashville's the last 10. Where's Nashville? They're 5-5. Okay, 5-5 in their last 10. Win streak at 3. The Capitals have the best win streak with 4. Who has the worst losing streak? 2. Ducks have lost 3. And who else? Wild have lost 3. Jersey Devils, they've lost 3. They're slipping away. Golden Knights have lost 3. Yeah, look at that. The Predators, the Hurricanes, the Blackhawks. I'm going to turn this thing around, man. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Tyler Bertuzzi's on the Blackhawks now. He is not with the Leafs. Because there was a moment there where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When in an 11 game span from the Flames to the Oilers, they only lost once. And it was the second time they played the Oilers 6-3. So there was a span there where Vegas went 10-1. And now they're coming back to earth. That's when they were the number 1 team in the West. Let's see if there's any other crazy NHL news to talk about. They did. I don't know if I talked about this. Maybe I did before. The Blue Jackets and the Wings releasing their Stadium Series jerseys. They look so sick. They look so pretty. Oh, nothing else. I think that's it for the NHL. Let's see if there's any cool games going on tomorrow that I will sadly miss. Wings and Stars, that one looks good. Wings and Stars, that's the only one I'm thinking of. That one's at 6 p.m. on ESPN Plus. And then Senators, Devils, Rangers, Canadians. Let's look at the NBA. Is there any other big games mañana? Spurs Heat. Lakers Clippers. Well, Kawhi's not even playing, so. Okay. So no big crazy games. Okay. Now let's keep it rolling. Let's go to college men's basketball. Let's wrap this thing up. Duke, they got a big win against Boston College, the number 3 team in the land. Improves to 16-2. They beat the Eagles 88-63. Let's see if there's any other big. Number 1 Auburn escapes Georgia, extends their win streak. Ooh. West Virginia upset Iowa State. Number 2 ISU. I would take his, because I haven't seen the Cyclones lose. So yeah, I'm going to guess ISU's Iowa State. Creighton ends UConn's 28-game home win streak. No way. Nice. 68-63 victory over the Huskies. 28, and it's gone. Just like that. Okay, let's look at some of the scores around town. Okay, this is the top 25 in action. Florida beat Texas 84-60. Florida is the number 5 team in the land. West Virginia gets the upset over Iowa State, and they storm the court. So that's fun. 57-64. So Auburn did barely hang on. Georgia misses with 0.3 seconds left as Auburn wins. Okay, so Georgia had a shot at the very end of the game, and they missed it. Auburn ended up winning 70-68. Alabama versus Kentucky. I did have this on in the background as I was editing my video for my MVP. It's coming tomorrow. Just sit on it. It's going to be a short tomorrow. I was editing that when that game was playing, and I did see how Alabama did beat Kentucky. So number 4 Alabama improves to 15-3. Kentucky gets their 4th loss of the season, 102-97. Vandy upset Tennessee. Dude, Tennessee's fall off, dude. Make it 2 losses now. Vanderbilt storms the court after upsetting number 6 Tennessee. I think Tennessee's lost 2 out of their last 3. Yep. Oh, okay. 2 out of their last 4. Because they lost to Florida, 73-43, in that 30-point loss. They beat Texas, they beat Georgia, and then they lose to Vandy. Tough loss for the Bulls. It's basketball. They'll bounce back. It's whatevs. Okay, 2-point win. Wow. Xavier upsets Marquette. 59-57. So down goes to the 7th seed. Kansas State come up way short. 10 points to Kansas. Number 9, Kansas. Okay, Houston beats UCF. 69-60. A 2-point survival game. Okay. Number 17, Purdue upsets number 13, Oregon, 65-58. And Creighton upsets number 14, UConn. Like I said, snapping that 28-game win streak, 68-63. Wisconsin beats USC, 84-69. Ole Miss loses 1 on the road to Mississippi State, 84-81. Damn, all of these are close games. Look at this title here. Matthew Morrell buries 3-point shot against Mississippi State Bulldogs. So that must have been the winner. Duke destroys Boston College. LSU versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M wins 68-57 to improve their record to 14-4. And then Santa Clara beat Gonzaga. What the hell? Gonzaga's dropped 6 this year. 103-99. I want to see who Duke's lost to. I want to see who Gonzaga has lost to. And I want to see who Creighton has lost to this year. Okay, let's look at the box score. Let's pop up Duke. Duke is 8-0 in conference play, but they are 16-2 overall. Who have they lost to? They lost to Kentucky, but by 5 points. They lost to Kansas. And Kansas was the number 1 team at the time. 75-72. And then Kentucky, 77-72. So they've lost to top 25 teams. Both of them were at Cameron Indoor. Hello. Maybe Duke isn't in a hard place. Maybe Duke isn't a hard place to play because not on the road. These were both home losses. Kansas was the number 1 team at the time. Was this back in, what was the date on this game? Was this the Vegas Showdown? This was in November. I remember watching this game. Yeah, I was hanging out with my buddies. Yeah, dude, I remember watching this game. I remember that game. Yeah, that was way back. Yeah, we were all playing like sand pickleball. No, spike ball. Like we were playing like sand pit spike ball and then chilling in the hot tub and watching that game. Okay. Let me continue. Any other crazy basketball Nope. Let's see Gonzaga. Gonzaga, who have you lost to this year? Well, you've lost. They ended up losing to Oregon State. Okay, nobody's going to remember this. But in a handful of streams ago, when Memphis lost to Temple on that stream, whichever game stream that was, when I talked about it, Oregon State ended up beating Gonzaga 97-89. So back-to-back losses for the Bulldogs. Who else have they lost to? Okay, number 4 Kentucky at the time, number 18 UConn, West Virginia. Yikes. Brian hits 7 threes, scores career-high 35 points to help Santa Clara upset the number 16 Gonzaga Bulldogs. And then who was the last one we wanted to look at? UConn. Okay. So, UConn had a big skid right there. Oh my gosh, but both of these losses were by 1 basket. So they lost 3 in a row to Memphis, Colorado, and Dayton. But the Memphis loss was 99-97. The Colorado loss was 73-72. That's a point margin of 3. You lose 2 games by 3 points total. So no slouch there. And then they lost to Dayton. Then they lost to Villanova at Villanova, 68-66. And then they lost to Creighton, 68-63. They have Butler, Xavier, DePaul, 7 Marquette at Marquette, the first of the month. Then they go at Creighton on the 11th, at Seton Hall on the 15th. Shit. Dude, UConn's got a tough schedule coming up. Butler, Xavier, Marquette, St. John maybe, but Creighton, Seton Hall, Villanova, St. John again, Georgetown, Providence, Marquette, Seton Hall. Like, it's tough sledding from here on out for UConn. Shit. On their quest to get that three-peat. Soccer, boxing, nah, we'll worry about that later. We've been streaming for an hour. Okay, all right, let me go back to the chat. Let's go back to the chat. All right, guys, that's everything. Let's go to the chat now. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. Oh my gosh. It's almost midnight 30. It is 12:19. Damn it. Yapping too long. All right. Let's go to the chat here. All right. From 21 Savage, Trump Jr. or Hunter Biden? What are we talking in? Like a battle? Battle to the death? No, I'm teasing. Okay, we throw a ball in the middle. I'm taking Trump Jr. from the free throw line. Sinks an easy 2. Ooh, from Kennedy. Eagles versus Redskins, a top 7 rival in the NFL? Yeah, historically, yeah. Yeah. Like, all of the NFC East rivalries haven't been really that grandiose just because Washington's been ass lately. Dallas is like here and there, but like the Giants have been ass. So historically, all time, I'd say yes, but like right now, no. I mean, Bills versus the Chiefs, Chiefs versus the Bengals, Packers, Lions. I mean, there's a lot of other rivalries right now, speaking right now, that are a lot better. from Bitcoin. Can't believe the Lions lost. Yeah, man. I hear you. Any other crazy... From Mike Tyson. This is Mike Tyson. Yeah, maybe. Let's check the chat. Yeah, that's Mike Tyson. That's got to be Mike Tyson. I believe it. Dude, that's an old-ass photo of him, too. From Tony. No, the Bills will win. Well, we'll see. We'll see mañana. From Okie. Bills ain't winning, Tony. Yes, they definitely are. From Wilma, Panthers need... Was that the quarterback? Was Vinny that... Hold on. Vinny Yeah, Vinny Testaverde. Vinny Testaverde was the QB Super Bowl. He was the Super Bowl quarterback that took the Panthers to the Super Bowl. Damn, Testaverde played for everybody. He played for the Panthers. He played for the Ravens. He played for the Jets. He played for the Patriots. He played for the Bucks. He was the quarterback that led them to the Super Bowl. No. Hold on. Panthers Super Bowl quarterback. Super Bowl quarterback. Quarterback. It was Delhomme. Never mind. It was Delhomme. 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 And Cam Newton. Cam Newton and Delhomme. Those were the only two quarterbacks that have led the Panthers to a Super Bowl. Ooh, from Tony. I'm from Syracuse. That's right, around the corner. It's Allen's year. From Tony, I feel like they all tempered. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know I was talking. Sorry, chat. I'm finally now seeing the chat. Like, I want to try to cover... For future streams, like I want to like look at the chat, but like I don't want to get like sidetracked. Like I want to look at the chat, peek at the chat while also looking at like what I got to cover at the same time. Like do a little bit of mix of both. I'm not gonna lie, I've been yapping most of this. I haven't been peeping at the chat as well as I have been in previous streams. But that is one thing that I want to try to do is like. We cover all the bases. We talk about all the sports that happened today. And then at the very end, kind of like how what they do at FMT, they go to the soups. I don't have supers. I don't have chats. I don't have donations because I'm not monetized. But like they do soups at the very end where they look at super chats and read questions and stuff. But usually that's at the end of the stream. That's kind of like low-key the format that I want to do. But I want to be a little bit better by looking at the chat. Okay. But yeah, no, I think all the college teams tamper in a ways because there's no regulation to it. There's no commissioner that's saying, okay, you can't this, you can't that. I mean, think about Slovak. What was the dumbass's name? The quarterback from UNLV, where he left Sluka. Sluka, yeah. Where he played at Holy Cross and then he went to UNLV. And I only know this because I studied up on it a little bit because I made a stream about it in the situation where NIL money's not coming through or the check bounced or whatever. But he's like, I'm out of here. We went 3-0, but I'm out of here because I'm not getting paid. Quit on his team. Bum ass move in my opinion. But after all that movement, and after a whole season, and not playing a single down since like September. Dude goes to James Madison. Like, okay. Like, it's just the tampering and the transfer portal and coaches and boosters and stuff on the sideline. Because there's people recruiting people. Like, that's one thing that I kind of hate. And I bet a lot of coaches in college football hate it now, where it'll be your water boy. It'll be your offensive coordinator assistant. It'll be your quarterback coach. It'll be your wide receiver coach assistant or something. They'll go up to these other players that are like the Carnell Tate. You know Carnell Tate, he plays for Ohio State. He's not the first guy. He's not the second guy. He's like a decent third or fourth option for Will Howard. They'd go up to guys like that and be like, hey, we noticed you're not really getting the ball too much. What if we pay you? You know, we'll keep in touch or something like that. And it's like, look at that. They just illegally tampered to try to get you to play for them. You know, your team got blown out or whatever. Your team, you know, won by 30 or whatever. And these other coaches are just kind of whispering in the ears. And everybody's friends on social media. Like, you know, guys are talking to each other on social media, texting each other. Because some of these guys were boys back in high school and they're coming up through college together and stuff. But, oh yeah, like, I think there needs to be monetization of like, we got to monitor DMs, not in the way of like, we need to do a thorough check, but like, if someone slides into a player's DMs, because again, like, that's an invasion on privacy, because DMs are like a whole nother version of text message. But like, if there's a player that is reaching out to another player, it's whatever, because it's two players talking. But the second a coach is involved, that's where I think it becomes tampering. And from August 20th or wherever, like the Monday of week 0, because week 0 Saturday games are that Saturday. So the Monday of week 0, August whatever, all the way to this upcoming Monday, the 20th, when the national championship happens, no talking. No DMs, no texts, no calls, no monetary, nothing. Zip zilch. The second transfer portal opens, go at it. Call them 1,000 times. Try to be like, hey, Jeremiah Smith, we need you over here in West Virginia. Hey, yeah, Williams, you want to leave Alabama and come play for Utah State? Go for it. If you think you can go get your guy, throw him enough money, go for it. But during this season, off limits. It should be off limits. The only guys that I think could and should be allowed to be poached, for example, the kid that got ran over by the ref from Georgia the other day, where it's like, dude's not a first stringer or a second stringer. He's on the bench. He doesn't dress. Sure, tamper and go get it. Because it's different with guys who aren't even going to play or see the field to be tampered versus Arch Manning is in Steve Sarkisian's back pocket. There's already formations for him to run out there on 3rd and 1, which, by the way, that's a big one. Let's talk about this for a second. So it's whatever in goal on the 1 yard line. And how many times in the season have we seen Texas run Arch out there for the A train and get a touchdown or a first down? They don't do that. They do some slip screen out the back door to Wisner or Blue. I don't know who the hell Quinn Ewers threw to. 7 yard loss. And then the next play, boom, Jack Sawyer, scoop and score. That is overcoaching right there. And a lot of people are going to give shit to Quinn Ewers, and it's Quinn Ewers' fault. That's why they lost the game. No, it's on Steve Sarkisian for not giving Wisner or Blue, or hell, doing a direct snap for Quinn Ewers to run the ball. Put it in an archment like you are on the 1 freaking yard line. Well, dude, I don't give a shit. I'm already over. I don't give a shit. I had Texas winning the Natty this year, but who cares? Let's see, any Let's see any other sports takes in the chat. Let's see any other sports take in the chat. From Tony, CJ Stroud 8 sacks. It's crazy. Yeah, dude. Yep, they got 8 sacks tonight. One shy of, I think it's a personal best for Kansas City. But yeah, one short of tying. There's a 5-team tie for most sacks in a single game, and it's 9. And yeah, like I said, sorry, I sound like a broken record because Minnesota, their offense couldn't stop the Rams. The other day in the Purple People Eaters defense, I think the Bears, 85 Bears defense is on that list. That sounds about right. Then the Rams, so dude, Rams are a freaking hot team right now. I hope that the Rams, dude, I'm telling you what, you stack 8 in the box, keep Saquon Barkley under 100 yards. You're hosting an NFC Championship game. Well, I don't know. Are the LA Fires gone enough for it to be safe to do the plot thickens where there's another home game in Arizona for the Rams versus Washington. Tony, Yankees, question mark. I don't like them. I don't like the Yankees. They're not my team. Cardinals are my team. I think the Yankees choked the perfect chance of putting all the demons to bed with Boone, with Judge, with Stanton. Could have beat the Dodgers. I know the Dodgers roster is stacked and the highest salary cap, but how the hell do you let them go up 3-0? Throw game 1 away. Like, game 1 was historic in its own sense, but like, you lose game 2, you lose game 3. You're up in game 4. No, it was game 3 or 4. Like, there's that meme where I think, weren't the Yankees up like 5-0 and then they blew that lead and then lost that game? So, yeah, it just, Yankees suck. I don't think the Yankees are getting back to the World Series anytime soon. Like, this was their one shot. But yeah, Tony, move Bronny up? No, I wouldn't know. Bronny should stay in the G League. Bronny is, there's a lot of other guys in the draft that went undrafted. Jimmy to the Bucks or the Suns? Oh, Suns. I think he'd go to the Suns. From Emma, I like your wig. Thank you. Oh dear, what is this before I even read this out loud? Thank you. Oh, it's pretty random, low-key random. Oh, I don't speak Spanish. Argentina. Hola. From Pickles. Oh dear, do not take any betting advice from me. From Pickles. What are the chances Matthew Stafford gets over 200 yards versus the Eagles defense? What is the best bet I can make? I don't know what the betting money lines are for the Eagles versus Rams. I would take, for 200 yards, I'd take the under. I would take the under. Eagles defense is still pretty good. Matthew Stafford might not get 200 yards, but I still think he might throw like maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns in the game. But not 200 yards. I think we're going to go on the ground a lot this game. Maybe, because think about the play call last game. Like, I don't know. But good luck on your bet. Good luck on your bet. No, Leland, don't. No. From Talix, glad to, dude, this one's been popping up. This one's been popping up in my chat all the time. The TikTok ban. NJ Dells. from Gucci Goo. This is probably when I was talking about the Black Hawks hockey. Yeah, okay. I know exactly where we are in the chat right now. This was when I was covering the NHL. Okay. Got no love for New Jersey? Nah, man. Don't like the Devs. They're all right. I'm just... New Jersey's not really my team. From B, I can smell the Axe body spray from here. Joke's on you, buddy. Joke's on you. The dollar store doesn't sell Axe body spray. From Talix, the Devils are the number 2. I know they're the number 2. But what happens when they choke it away? Where are you from? From Eric, the transfer portal needs to go. Ooh. Isn't from Aryan that you need RTX 5090? Hold on. That's a bike, isn't it, Art? That's a bike. Hold on, let me look it up. Oh no, the computer. Oh, it's a computer mod. You know what? Honestly, the 5090 graphics card. Honestly, if I had money to just throw around and buy a graphics card that is like that, hell yeah, you bet your ass I would. Like, I'd fix the specs in my monitor, which the setup's a little different. I've moved my tower from over here. It used to be over here on the other side of my monitor. It's under my table now because just the echo in the room and the buzzing. It's under the table now. We're gonna fill in the room a little bit more so the sound's not so echoey and stuff. But oh yeah, dude, if I had an extra a couple hundred dollars to throw in, yeah, of course I'd buy new. I'd buy more RAM. I'd fix up my specs on my computer. No hablo inglés, está bien, no se preocupe. But yeah, back to but from Eric, about the transfer portal and the recruiting violation. Yeah, no, I agree. I think the person who fixes that, it's going to be Nick Saban. I'm not the only one who's talked about this. I'm not the first one, and I won't be the last one who talks about it. A lot of people want Nick Saban to be the commissioner of college football. For that to happen, college football needs to be a business of its own, meaning I think legally through legislation, it needs to separate from the NCAA, which if it does that, that would impact everything. Like, that would impact, like I think because it would impact the university funds, because there is a little cut, because there's a cut that goes back to the university. And that cut that goes to the university, not only does it help the football program, like, for example, Notre Dame pocketed $20 million after beating Penn State because they're an independent. And the money that comes in doesn't split into revenue shares with their conference, whether it's Pac-12, Big Ten, whatever. So they pocket that $20 million. Of that cut, some goes to coach, some goes to players, some goes to the school. Now, the funds that go to the school, I would say, is cut into other programs like Notre Dame softball, Notre Dame baseball, Notre Dame basketball. And I just have a feeling like if we get rid of the connection to the NCAA to college football, like I have a feeling like if you get rid of that, like volleyball, gymnastics, tennis, like I have a feeling these other sports might just go up in flames. I don't know, but like, because there's different commissioners for each league, Big 12, Pac-12, Big 10, like all of it, and no one owns it technically, kind of like how Gary Bettman owns the NHL, or well, no one owns the NHL, but he's the commish. Like, it has to become its own separate entity of business, which technically it is, but like, there's a whole legal process of legislation, but Nick Saban needs to be the head and he needs to be the commissioner. And, you know, damn well he'd fix it. And I think it's funny now that everybody's making that claim of, notice how now that we're doing over the table paying, the SEC's not as good. And I love how Nick Saban gets defensive about it. Kirby Smart gets defensive about it. Here's the thing. If you watched college football year in and year out, you know there's a reason why people wanted to go play football in the SEC. You know that, hell, let's just turn the clock back to 2017, 2018. Alvin Kamara was the fourth string running back. He wasn't good enough for Bama. Where'd he go? He transferred to Tennessee. So, like, everybody knew, everybody and their dog knew that the best teams to go to were Ohio State for the Big Ten, Alabama, or Georgia in the SEC. Big 12, it was either, there was a year there where it was kind of TCU, but it was Oklahoma or Texas, period. ACC, it was Miami or Clemson. And then in the Pac-12, it was, I mean, it depended. Sometimes it was Oregon, sometimes it was USC, sometimes it was Utah. Other years it was Washington. Like, it just depended, and it all came down to recruiting. And the funny thing is after paying the players anyway, the best teams are still the best teams. The worst teams are still the worst teams. Like, the money doesn't really have too much of an effect, because the teams that want to pay these players like millions of dollars, they were going to recruit them anyways, because it's Ohio State, because it's Tennessee, or because it's Florida, or because it's Alabama, because it's Georgia. They're going to get the nomination anyway to even go there. The extra $6 million is nice, but that's just kind of like the extra added bonus. Like, the reason why they're going to Georgia is because of how historic Georgia has been in recent days. But the transfer portal's going nowhere. It's going to stay here. Just the rules and regulations are probably going to be set to a T. But yeah, we'll just see. From Mega Man, do you work for Barstool Sports? I do not. I am self-owned. I run the ships around here, man. This is just me. You know, I'm the one that got B-track music that's probably way too loud, drowning out my audio. I got the camera, the setup. I do not work for Barstool. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to work for Barstool, or, you know, Gvsports, John Boy Media, Pat Mac. Like, it'd be cool to work in these other offshoots of sports media, but no. We're just a one-man crew over here. We're just a one-man crew, which I do have a second camera, so we're probably going to, one of these streams, you guys get to know a little bit of the deets. We have a camera here. I might put a camera over here on this monitor and just like go back and forth. It's like click, click, click. Or it's like I'm talking right here, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I pan over here and talk to this camera. Who knows? But we'll just see. Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing? All right, from Jax. Do you play baseball? And do you think it's the hardest sport to play? Be honest, please. I played baseball growing up and into junior high, but then my team got dissolved because the coach, he just didn't want to coach anymore. At least from what I'm told. They just kind of gave up on the sports program, and so our baseball team, like, people came and tried out. I made the team, but we never had one game because it just got dissolved, funding or whatever. So yeah, no, I never played baseball past junior high, unfortunately. But do I like baseball? I do. I prefer postseason baseball, though, if I'm being honest. Like, will I watch like a Brewers versus Marlins, or a Diamondbacks versus Giants game in the middle of May or June? No. It is fun to watch baseball around the 4th of July weekend in the middle of the summer. I will give that. That's fun. The stadium games, like when they went to the Field of Dreams, or the Giants Cardinals game, the Willie Mays game, when they went to some field, like the Birmingham field, like that's fun. Like those distinct set apart games are really fun to watch. Just because it's like an event of itself. Like those are fun, but like a Tuesday night ball game between the Cubbies and the Astros. Well, maybe because it's Cubs and Astros, I'd watch it, but like no, like I would prefer watching like postseason baseball, and I'd keep up more on postseason baseball. But is it the hardest sport to play? I'd say it's the third hardest sport to play. Hardest sport to play. Well, damn, because now you kind of got to define. Is boxing a sport? Is UFC a sport? Because mixed martial arts and straight up fighting, that's the hardest, most physical thing to do. So boxing, UFC, those are automatically number one because you're beating the shit out of someone in there beating the shit out of you. But if we're not counting contact sports as sport, then hockey. Because the puck is going just as fast and it's just as hard as a baseball. But you're on ice, so you gotta learn how to skate. You're hitting as if you're playing football. And, yeah. So hockey, I would say, is the hardest sport. After hockey, baseball. I would say baseball. I'd say baseball and football are tied, but for different reasons. Football, you gotta be mentally tough. You got to be tough just in general because you're hitting somebody every play. Speed is a big thing in football. It's not really in baseball because of like you're kind of better if you're a bigger guy. You know what I mean? So me having played football, I'd say football is harder. But I mean, can I hit a 70-mile-an-hour fastball? Hell to the no. So it takes a different kind of athleticism to hit a curveball, or to throw a curveball, or to throw gas, you know, in the triple digits, 100, 105, whatever, like Aroldis Chapman. So throwing a baseball, no, that's really hard. But yeah, then the fourth hardest sport, basketball. Fifth hardest sport, soccer. That would be my pick is, yeah. Other hard sports, probably like Winter Olympic sports like snowboarding, and like speed skating and maybe bicycling or something like rowing. Rowing's not easy. That's a hard sport. But again, it's like, what do we define as sport? You think, but like out of the major sports, you know, yeah, I'd say hockey's the hardest. From Red Rum, what's the difference between it? I don't know. You tell me, man. Tell me real quick. We're almost wrapping up the stream here. Tell me, Red Rum, what's the difference? What's the difference between me and you? Yeah, that's my thoughts, people. Let's see if we got any more crazy in the chat. No, whoa, dude. Any other thing? Any other crazy sports? Oh, out of 63 votes, Mario Kart after GVS, 59%. Yes, 41%. Nah. 63 votes, bro. I am so surprised it actually got that many votes. That's crazy. Not gonna lie, I've yapped a little longer than I expected. This stream went an hour and a half. I only thought this stream would be like 40 minutes, but damn, I yapped way too much. Dude, you can freaking see the bags under my eyes. Dude, I've been streaming way too fucking much, man. So I I ended the Texans stream at 821 subs. And then let's see and then I ended the Kansas City Chiefs one with 850, I think. And now we are at 862. So I've gained another 10 subscribers. Dude, this is freaking crazy. Thank you guys. Thank you. But yeah, so we're at 862. We're on our way to try to get to 1,000, man. That's the goal by the end of the week. I think we can reach it. Chat, you think we can hit 140 subs in 24 hours? I think we can hit 140 subs in 24 hours. Do a little doubleheader tomorrow. Eagles, Rams. Bills, Ravens. Do that Bills-Ravens stream. That Bills-Ravens stream, I have a feeling it's going to be a big one. Really big one. Quick, guys, in the chat, let me know who you guys got tomorrow. Ravens or Bills? Ravens or Bills? Also, Red Rum, what's the difference? You've kept us guessing, man. What's the difference? Mega Man, I answered you, right? Do you work for... Oh, you're right, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't work for... Yeah, I don't work for Barstool. It'd be cool to work for... Or busting with the boys, or like... Just the... I don't know. Like, I want to be able to... I don't know. Or the 5 Points crew, you know. Whether it's Tree, 5 Point, Brandon Perna, Tom Grossi. I know KTO is not part of that group. Barry McCocken. Like, there are so many other YouTuber sports channels. Not associated with any of them. It's just me. I follow them and I watch majority of their shit, but it's just me. Anybody else? Or is it just Michael rooting for the Bills? Oh my gosh. Sorry, peeps. Ooh. It's getting a little late. Okay, alright, people. I think we're going to end it right here. We're a couple minutes shy of the... Oh, no. Oh, no. That's terrible. That is so terrible. Oh, shit. Red from the top rope, Batman knows where his father went. You don't even need to put a question mark. That's probably what that stupid answer is. Uh-oh. I think he's gone, Red. I don't think he's in the chat anymore. From Amy. Let Mama Amy come wake you up. Hey-o, bunch. All right, people, I think we're going to call it there. This has been a fun stream. We're a couple minutes shy of 2 hours, but we'll never know, man. We'll never know. Anyways, but yeah, that's it. Well, day one of divisional round is done. Washington moves on. Kansas City moves on. Travis Kelce turns back the clock. So, yeah. But that's all sports I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you've enjoyed what you watched, please hit that like button. It'd sure help out a lot. We're growing, man. Like, we even gained like 16 subs on this stream. So, yeah, we're cruising right now. So, anyways, people in the chat. Oh, dear. People on the shorts end, you guys have been fun. Thanks for keeping the chat lively and going. We ended with 63 votes. 59% of you said yes. But considering I've been yapping for 2 hours, we'll do a Mario Kart stream tomorrow. But, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I hit the stop recording. Okay, horizontal side. How many people we got in here? Oh, we we got a couple people watching. Sick. All right, so let me look up real quick. Gotta get rid of that. I want to see. Boom. Boom. I want to see. Hold on. Okay, let me look it up really quick. NFL. I'm gonna guess it's at like noon. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so the first game between Rams and Eagles, that game's at 1, and then the Ravens-Bills game's at 4:30. So we could do another. Yeah, we could do another doubleheader. We could definitely do another doubleheader. Because the Texans-Chiefs game, that one started at like 2:30, I think. And this one starts an hour and a half earlier. So, oh yeah, bump it up a little bit. Plus, we got no work on Monday, so we might be able to do a night wrap-up. Talk about the games. Talk about our little predictions for the NFC Championship, AFC Championship. And then ended up around like 11, I don't know. And then do, that shivers. Oh. And then oh no. Wheels are falling off, man. And then probably do some Mario Kart or something tomorrow night. But yeah, guys. If you've been watching along the way, I thank you for watching. Man, this has been fun. We've gained, oh gosh, don't want to look at the numbers and make this about numbers, but I think we've gained, shit. Oh, man. Sorry, let me do the numbers here. So 600. So we got 862. Let me look at stats here. Real time in the past 48 hours, we have 6,000 views. So that's cooking. We're cooking. Where's the subscribers? I want to see overview, subs. Okay, in just January alone, we've increased our numbers by 405%. Because since January 1st, 19 days in, we are 3 short of 200 even. Our highest top content in subscriber count was our Mario Kart stream a couple days ago. We gained 29. The Rossi stream raid, we gained 28. The Vikings versus Rams, we gained 10. Penn State, Notre Dame, we gained 9. Squid Game playthrough like number 2 or 3, we gained 10. So we've gained a couple, and that's not including today, like, because it resets like every 48 hours or something, because it's got to process the numbers or whatever. But dude, we have been freaking cooking. I think I woke up today and we started today at like, if I'm not mistaken, because I think we made, let me check my video live history, because we ended one stream. We're like, okay, we'll stream to 800 or we'll stream to 1,000. And I think one stream we ended at like 804 or something. I don't know if that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Because if that is the case, Because if that is the case, then in the span of 24 hours, we have gone from 804 subscribers to 862, meaning I have gained roughly 60 subscribers in one day. Oh, that shit is crazy. Dude, that's freaking crazy. Like I couldn't have even got these kind of views and sub count. Dude, I couldn't have even if I tried. Like I played Tears of the Kingdom right when it came out and I was posting a video every day. Nah. Algorithm just shut that down. Like freaking crazy. Okay, we'll end the live here. But yeah, so yeah, like 200 subs in the first 20 days. Well, okay, never mind. We're on the 19th. Yeah, so technically it is Sunday. So Sunday just started. So 200 subs in 18-ish days. Not bad numbers if you ask me. So, anyways, corny. That was corny as hell. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. This is a fun day, fun long day, but hey, it's worth it, dude. It is freaking worth it. It's fun watching football. It's fun talking sports with you guys. Just checking up on sports and shit because, I mean, if this is the profession I want, I gotta know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Where it's like I can talk about game spreads of like, hey, remember how this is why I don't think the Carolina Hurricanes can go this far in the playoffs because since November, they had a really good month in November, but they had a bad month in December and January, but then they turned it around in February, but there was an injury or, you know. Yeah, anyways, that's sports for you. Rams and Eagles tomorrow. Then the colossal matchup between the Ravens and Bills. Still rolling with the Bills. Dude, I don't give a shit if the Ravens win tomorrow. I'm going to roll with Bills. Indifferent on who wins. I just want to see an upset. I want to see them send Kansas City home. I do not want to see three-peat. We're going to see three-peat though, which pisses me off. Anyways, all right, people. So we're going to end the stream there. Again, I thank you guys for watching. Damn, my hair looks so freaking greasy. I got to wash myself up, man. Yikes. We've been streaming for like 9 hours today. 2 games, and then this stream. So, all right, guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.